Hello guys, I'm the official name raider. I've been away for a while, but not by choice. If you want me to show you a little secret, there's this website called Is It Down? And for the last few, I'd say at least a week or so, it has been down. But see, 21 hours ago, that was when it was last down. So it is finally back up and running, and I can finally get back to doing my job, which is to look over the first page of Google, rate the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my personal recommendations at the end. And today we'd be going over Vulpix Ninetales. We're also going to be looking at its Alolan forms as well. Because I basically already showed this off while talking, because when I closed the tab, it just did that. We'll start with this. Red, I think, would actually be better for Thievul, which is now a new Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I think that would be a better idea for it than Ninetales, but yeah. Kitsune, there's one you're going to be seeing a lot throughout this. We're going to stumble across it, of course, on the actual Name Raider site. Yeah, Miles, Tails, I don't know if I'd say Miles would work. I think if you just called it Tails, it would probably be a little bit more obvious, but yeah. Firefox, there's another one you're going to see all the fucking time. All the time. I don't think it's bad, but I do think it's pretty common, so you'll be standing in a room with about 12 other people who all have the exact same name. So unfortunately, this guy's the top result, for whatever reason. Yeah, there's Kitsune again. Firefox again, Mozilla, there's that again. I don't really care for Willows. I feel like, isn't that more associated with Graves? Summers, I don't like, but I also don't hate, because on one hand, I like the idea of it being Earthbound, but on the other hand, I don't think it's the best nickname out there, so that's it. And then Sunshine, that's just a bad nickname altogether. You're also going to see a lot of Naruto jokes. I didn't watch Naruto, so I don't get it, but I'm pretty sure Kurama is a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and it's a bird, not a Ninetales. It's like Amber, but different! I'm pretty sure that's literally copy and paste what somebody said for one of the Charmander nicknames. I also kind of want to point out it's hot in June. That depends on where you live, dude. Believe it or not, there's more to the world than the Northern Hemisphere. Just throwing that out there. Foxy Grandpa makes me laugh, but I would not use it. But it makes me laugh. Blaze, I don't think is a good idea because Blaze has Blaze as an ability, so that just sounds stupid. You activated Blaze's ability, Blaze. And then Cinder, that could be applicable to any sort of generic fire type you want, period. Honestly, my first thought is kind of really obscure. There was a Spyro game with a dragon, and it was a girl dragon, and her name was Cinder. So I remember that, and that's about it. Okay, Kit Kat has nothing to do with Ninetales at all. But I feel that I'm curious what sort of Pokemon Kit Kat could actually fit. Kindle, I don't think is good, but if you wanted to use that for any sort of fire type, I guess that could work. I don't think there's a wood, I guess a tree Pokemon, but I don't think there's a firewood Pokemon yet. In other words, that'd be a perfect nickname for it. Okay, Tech Ninetales actually I think is kind of funny too. That's stupid, and I'd never use it, but I think it's funny. And yes, see, the site is up, it's active, we can click on things, it just was lower down the page. Okay, Vixen, we're actually coming across something new. Vixen is not a bad name. I would not, I don't have a problem with it. It's not what I use, but it's an okay name, and I feel like it fits Ninetales, and that's basically it. Okay, so apparently that link took me to a different page, not the first page of Ninetales, which was actually kind of annoying, so I had to go backwards. Guy Fawkes. I don't really care about it, but it's a Fox joke, so there's that, if you want to do that. I kind of find it cringy because of the internet. Good job. But, yeah, that's there. Amaterasu, I don't think is bad at all. I think it might work a little bit better if it's a shiny form, because it's closer to white than yellow is. But, yeah, it's there. I guess if you want to do that. Okay, see, I knew it was on the wrong page, because this is the one I use, Hot Stuff. And just to shake that tail, That made me laugh so hard. It's so stupid. So as a result, that's the one I use. I think that's funny. The description made it actually funny for once. And that's just a generic fire type nickname that you could apply to anybody. It doesn't have to be Ninetales. So there's that. You know, I'm actually really stuck on this one. Ferrari? Like, I feel like if I saw someone with the Vulpix name Ferrari or Ninetales, I'd just be confused. But I don't really have anything else to say about it. Like, it's at least original. I've never seen anybody name a Pokemon after a car before, so I'll give you that. Okay, so this one is basically just everything we've already seen before, plus Kizzy, and I don't know what a Kizzy is. Okay, so there's a lot going on here with this Alolan form of Vulpix and Ninetales, and he's basically just listing a whole bunch of famous blondes, like Gwen Stacy, Gwen Stefani, Marilyn Monroe, and then he starts going to Madonna, and then Blondie, which Blondie I think Madonna actually could work too. I don't know if I would recommend those for Ninetales. Personally, I think if you're going to do Blondie, you should definitely do it with Jinx, because that makes way more sense than a Ninetales or Vulpix. And then he goes to Andy Warhol, which, I mean, this is just... I don't really care for Snow Job. I know we've seen that before. Shaved Ice, I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so this one's apparently for the Alolan Ninetales. So, really Flurry is the one I like best out of all of them. And I also like it because there's also Flurry from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. So there's that. But I still think there'd probably be something better out there than a Ninetales. Like, Flurry's a good name. That one's the one I like out of there. And then Gelato, I use that, but I use that for Palo Sand because of Gelato Beach. Also, I guess I should acknowledge Yetta, because I noticed that while going back. Yetta and Blizzetta, those could work. Those aren't, well, I think Yetta's worse, but Blizzetta could work, and that at least works as a reference, so if you want to do that. Alright, so that's just a basic page of Ninetales done. So now we gotta look through Alolan to see if anything changes. No, don't do Tumblr, you dope. Elsa, I don't personally care for it. Also is gender-based. So, yeah. Ice Queen I actually really do like, and I know that is right there going back against what I said as gender-based. But I have that on my Frostlass, which is a female only, so ha 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 in your face. But I really do like that nickname because it's like it's an expression as well. And it works and it sounds really good. Okay, so this isn't quite the same, but it made me think of it because I misread it. I thought it said like Freezy Bolt. And that kind of just made me start thinking of Mario Galaxy, like Freezy Flake, Freeze Easy Peak, or something like that. And that's something we haven't stumbled across yet, so I guess if you wanted to do something like that... that's an option. Okay, yeah, this was actually something I was thinking on about the end, but I don't have to do it at the end now. Snowy, because the anime. I personally think that is a trash nickname, and I hate it every single time in the anime when she says, Snowy, use powder snow! Because it just feels super redundant, and I don't like that. So, if you want to, you can, but I think it's really trash. Wow, Snow White, okay, well, that's... I don't know why that surprised me, but there's that. I don't think that's good, but I guess at least it's based in something instead of just nonsense. I think I would like Snowball better if it was a cat, because then you could make a Simpsons reference. So if they ever make an ice cat Pokemon, we could use this. But I mean that's there, but I don't think it's all that great. I think you could apply it to any ice type you want to. Okay, well, that's everything except for this, which I'm pretty sure is not real. So, it says Dex, Pokemon, Ninetales, Formalola, so it tells me all I need to know. Gone over everything, including the Alolan forms, and that was quite a bit. So I apologize for being away the last week or so. My personal choices, I'm surprised I didn't stumble across it, because I know I found it by looking up Alolan nicknames, was Alaska. I don't know why. It's very simple, but I feel like it just fits very well. And like you could apply this to any sort of ice type period, and it's totally fine. Hot Stuff is my choice for the regular Ninetales, which again, you could apply that to any fire type you want to. Personally, I don't think it matters. There's other things actually that I'm looking at my list now, and I'm seeing we didn't stumble across it either. So I guess like Alolan Ninetales is popular with the things to where there's lots of links, and they just got pushed back on other pages of Google or something. So we've seen Elsa. I don't really care for it, but it's there if you want that. Fairy Tales, which I actually really like because it plays with the idea of it being a fairy type and the centered motif of it being the tailed Pokemon. So that, I think, is actually super clever, and I really like that one a lot, too. We've seen Flurry, and then Tundra. There was another one as well. I don't know if I came up with that on myself because of Sub-Zero, but, like, Tundra is another generic ice-type thing you could apply to anyone. I think it's okay. As far as regular Ninetales, other ones I guess I just came up with this myself because I didn't see it because everyone's busy saying Naruto, Kitsune, Firefox, blah 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 over and over again. Keaton, like the Keaton mask from Majora's Mask, which is based off the same little creature that Ninetales is, and so on and so forth. Tech Ninetales was funny, and Vixen was a overall pretty good nickname. Just, it works, it's basic. So there was a lot for Ninetales, a lot of love for Ninetales. Ninetales is one of my favorites personally, so I understand it. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully the website can stay up and I can go back to making videos for you guys. Bye.